Hello everybody, I am Jedi Jack Penguin and welcome back to another LEGO DC Comics Superheroes review. So today we're going to be looking at set number 76025, Green Lantern vs. Sinestro. This set includes 174 pieces and retailed for $19.99 when it released January 1st of 2015. This has to be probably one of my favorite DC Comics sets of all time just because it was the first actual set to include Green Lantern, and you also get Sinestro for the very first time in LEGO form. You also get that space Batman because they were trying to promote the LEGO Batman 3 Beyond Gotham video game at the time, and that was one of the suits that they had in that. So overall, a pretty great set. You get 3 exclusive figures, and that's all I have to say. But for real, getting into the box art design here, you get your logos from the top, Justice League at the bottom, you get your Justice League up at the top. I really love that. Hopefully LEGO makes more Justice League sets in the future, though of course a lot of people say that they never sold as well, which is really unfortunate because sets like this I would really love to get in the future of the DC Comics theme. We also get the introduction of the Super Jumper, the minifigure leg destroyer, which is something we'll talk more about momentarily. Really love the box art for this, that we're on some sort of like space planet, maybe the moon or something. I mean, I don't really know. Some just random planet because we see some other ones in the background. And from the very back, you get some other looks at the builds included in here. You can store Sinestro in that little jail cell there, and yeah, that's pretty much all that I have to say for the box art design. Of course, this is a used set, so we won't be looking at the box contents other than the instructions, and then getting on to our minifigure selection and final overall model. So looking quickly at the instructions, we mimic the front of the box. The very back features the Wind Pirate. We get some various advertisements for the LEGO movie sets at the time. They had one last small wave. Out of this wave, I own the 2 smallest, and I also own both of these. Hopefully I'll be able to review the Benny spaceship for the anniversary of the LEGO movie next month. We also have a few other sets from this current wave, which the only other one that I have is this one with Gorilla Grodd. That's something that I'd love to review very soon, though I don't know if I'll be able to get to it. This is a set that I wish that I got back in the day. It's just something that I really regret not getting because you get Green Arrow in there, though you did eventually get him from LEGO Dimensions if you bought that. Though otherwise, I mean, I don't really care for this one. It's Aquaman. It's not something that generally interests me. And again, we just have some other random advertisements for like this movie, which, I mean, I don't know if I actually got this. Maybe I did because it included a minifigure. And then we have the LEGO Batman 3 Beyond Gotham, which was the big game that they were advertising at the time, which is the whole kind of reason why this set exists. We have a quick LEGO Club advertisement leading to our piece count for one page, and then an additional page which brings us to some of those small little feature pictures, and then our final overall model. So yeah, that's all that I have to say for the instructions. Let's get to what you're really here for. Looking at our very first minifigure, we have Space Batman. Now, this version of Batman is exclusive because we get a whole lot of new prints, including that torso piece, the head. We also get the cowl for the very first time in this silvery color, which is the one without the bottom strip, so then you can see a little bit more of the facial expression underneath, which we'll remove real quickly to take a look at. You see a lot of very nice shine to that on that white head. Again, this is supposed to mimic some sort of like spacey Batman. You don't get anything from the back. I'm just going to turn that 360 so then you get the point of that. Though of course you can remove this real easily, and also the under the neck accessory, so we can take a better look at the back printing here. From the very back, you can just see the rest of like the oxygen tank stuff that you would typically see for like a space torso. And then here's a look at the front again, where you get that Batman logo. You can toss that under the neck accessory right back on and place on the actual 2012 Batman head, which has a smirk from that side, and then an unhappy look from the other. So you can actually interchange both the space look and the regular look for Batman, and it still works either way, which I think is nice. You still see that white right there for the top of the eye area. Another thing that you can actually do with this particular version of Batman is remove the back piece of this under the neck accessory that forms the wing area. We have them all enclosed here, though you can easily remove that piece and slide that out and toss on the one that's actually opened up, and then place this right back on that studded area to create Batman with the open wings, which doesn't completely show on the camera, but you get the point. You can see that the wings are opened compared to being closed from that last piece there. I really love the shine to this as well, a lot of the silvery and gold colors being used. And then you can also see it from the other side, you get the printing on both sides, and both of these came on one of those plastic sheet pieces. The figure I was probably most excited to get in this set back in the day had to be Green Lantern, who we had only previously seen before as either a construction figure, or in San Diego Comic-Con they had an exclusive version of him, which was kind of annoying that they did that back in the day, but needless to say, this was our very first version of Green Lantern. You get some leg printing. This figure really would have done well with some dual molding, though of course they didn't really do that back in the day at this time. You get the printing leading up to the belt piece just to continue the front of his torso. You get that Green Lantern logo, black arms, white hands for some gloves. And you can take a look at the back printing, which is also pretty nice, though nothing really too special. You can also turn around that head to see an alternate facial expression where you have an unhappy look. And lastly, you get one of those short haircut style pieces in that dark brown color, which is, again, nothing really too special, though it completes the figure's look. And for the one baddie of this set, we have Sinestro for the very first time in LEGO form. I'm pretty sure the only other time that we've seen him come is again within that one collectible minifigures series. Otherwise, this was our very first representation, which I think turned out really great. You get some leg printing, and again, this figure really suffers from not having those dual molded legs. That would have really helped back in the day. We get the printing from the front of the torso. You can take a look at the back printing there, which again is really nice. I like the color scheme overall. You get those black arms, yellow hands for some gloves there, and of course that purple facial expression, you can't really miss it. Really love the mustache, and also the eyes are also nice in that yellow color there. You can spin that around to see a more furious look from the other side, and you also get the Count Dooku hairpiece, or at least the Clone Wars version of Count Dooku hairpiece in that black color, which is also nice to get. And then for his accessory, we get this Ninjago Technoblade thing, which is really interesting that they decided to include that. I mean, it works, this particular piece, to create this staff. And we also get a stick piece in translucent yellow for the very first time, and it is also an exclusive color to this set, still to this day. Now, in addition to our minifigures, we also got the introduction of the Super Jumpers, which is something that is notoriously popular for destroying minifigure legs, which is why I'm going to use Batman, because he doesn't have any leg printing here. So if he had leg printing, I probably would not be doing this. You can place Batman's legs right there on that studded area. Unfortunately, you can see from the very back of this piece that we have these little indent pieces. This is what damages the back of the minifigure legs, so then they can't stand properly on studs anymore, which is a little annoying. And if you don't know how this works, all you gotta do is just press down right there, and it makes Batman fall on his face. Again, the reason why these don't exist in sets anymore is because it damaged the back of minifigure legs. I don't know why they couldn't just fix it, though of course it makes it harder for your characters to be pulled off, and you can see there's a little teeny tiny bit of an indent on the back of these legs still, but it's nothing that you can really see unless you really keep the character on there for a long term, or if you just keep making the character bounce around using this particular piece. Now, looking at the two vehicles included, we have this Green Lantern jet or space vehicle made with the power of Green Lantern, in addition to this Yellow Lantern trap, I suppose we can call it, to trap our character of Sinestro. So starting off with the trap build, first of all, I have to appreciate the inclusion of a brand new print at the time. We don't have any stickers in this set, only prints, which is really great to see on this dish piece, which shows that yellow lantern sort of symbol going on there. You can also take a look all around at this, where we have this translucent circular wall element area that you can actually bring down to reveal the accessory inside of the Green Lantern, which, I mean, is not a great build. We've seen other better builds of this particular piece, and even a brand new mold for it within a collectible minifigure series as of recently, so this is really nothing too special, though I mean, it's nice for trying back in the day, I suppose. Though looking at the rest of this, we get this little platform area where you can actually stand Sinestro if you want to, or actually can sit him down in this general area. You can even remove this. Even better, you can remove this because it actually shows that within the instructions, and have him stand in this general area and have him trapped within this area, and you just gotta put that down and it holds it in place so then it doesn't fall down, because otherwise it'll all just drop with all of these different Technic connections that you can see from the bottom down here. Really like the color scheme. Again, it works with the character, though I am kind of questioning why it isn't green, because this is meant to be a trap for Sinestro, or somewhat, I suppose. So it's just kind of confusing in my opinion. And now flying into action, we have Green Lantern Space Vehicle. This is created with the power of Green Lantern's light, I suppose, because we have this full-on like green color scheme, a lot of the translucent green being used in addition to some black, which I think works very well with it. See a little bit of dark green from the back in addition. Of course, LEGO loves their stud guns, so we're going to see that from the very front. All you got to do is press down and it goes out into the distance, never to be found again. And then of course you can reload it. Now unfortunately we don't get extras of these unless you count the ones that we have just waiting on this side over here, which I don't know why they have them like that. I mean, I guess it's extras, though of course they could just be for decoration also. Now getting back to the front of the vehicle, we get another brand new print for this set on this slope piece, which has the Green Lantern symbol. Get that clip piece connection in order to lift the cockpit area, which is actually a piece that only comes in one other set from Ultra Agents the previous year. You can also see our rapid fire missiles down in this particular area because Green Lantern's controlling it with his mind, though of course you get that little bit of studded area, so then you can sit Green Lantern within the vehicle and lie him down and then place right back down that cockpit area. So there's Green Lantern within his vehicle. As I said, we have those rapid fire shooters. One of the cool play features about those, since they're very easily hidden from the very front of this vehicle, is that from the back of the engine area you can actually spin this and it will shoot both of them out. We also get an extra one if you misplace any of these. I really like when LEGO adds a feature where you don't have to physically press down on those rapid fire shooters. I think it just really adds to this particular set, and if they could do it more often, I mean, I would applaud them on that. So yeah, that's pretty much really all that I have to say for the design of this build. To get those clip piece connections from the very back for those extra wings. Like the color scheme overall, a lot of this translucent green, and here's a look at the bottom if you're interested in that, just to see the foundation build up. So overall, for $20 back in the day, I wish LEGO would make more DC sets like this. You get 3 exclusive minifigures for the time, Batman in that spacesuit to promote the new video game, get Green Lantern for really the first time in LEGO form other than that San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, and you also get Sinestro, which is a Green Lantern villain, which is just really crazy to see for the particular time period. You get some brand new and exclusive prints to the set, in addition to some decent builds. I mean, they're not great, though of course they do the job for a $20 set. So yeah, that's pretty much all that I have to say for this video. Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below, what your thoughts are on this set. Also remember to like and subscribe and hit that bell icon so you don't have to upload a new video. So yeah, that's it for now, and I will see you next time. Bye!